everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
All right, I'm with Mxrtian tonight.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You had a long ride?
Great. Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Maryland.
That's a long ride.
Yes, it is.
During rush hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Mxrtian is an amazing artist, and the word is he's putting an album out on October 1st.
Yes. I am.
So why don't we just start with getting a little background?
Background on me or the album?
Anything, whatever you want to start with.
I've been making music since I was 10. I'm 25 now, so it's been a long time. Today actually is the 15th anniversary, I guess, of dropping my first ever song. So it's pretty cool to come through today and be the featured artist and perform again here. I love it here. Yes.
Yeah.
Always a vibe. Yeah.
So you started when you were 10 years old. So what was going on when you were 10?
I don't know. My friend, he was making music and he would always tell me to do it, and I never had the confidence to do it. But the moment I rapped on the song with him, I don't know, I just felt like a different person. So I just felt more confident, and we were making albums and putting them on CDs and selling them.
Yeah.
In the
15
neighborhood.
years ago was
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So CDs were still
kind of
still relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still had a car. There were still cars that.
Yeah, because we didn't know anything about uploading music online. I mean, we were 10 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we was just putting them on the CD and then selling them to our friends for $5. So yeah, that's how it started.
I love that. Were you making the music, or your buddy was making the music, and then you were writing, or how was it working? Were you getting beats?
We were downloading beats off YouTube and then just freestyling into his phone. We didn't even have a setup. It was no studio.
Yeah.
It was just he would hold the phone and play the beat off the TV.
Yeah.
And we would just rap into the phone. That's how it started. And then, eventually we started getting more professional about it, I guess, which was just he got a laptop instead of the phone. And that was our upgrade. And then, that was all we were doing. Every day, all day. We would come home from football practice, immediately go and make songs.
Yeah, so it was a good, not escape, but it was something that just, you just felt good doing it.
Yeah, and it was an escape, We was in a rough neighborhood, so
it wasn't.
We would rather be in there making music than getting into trouble, which we did if we weren't making music.
Which is why music is our hero, right?
Yes, it is. I mean, music really. I feel like music has saved my life, honestly. I'm so passionate about it. I've loved it since the first time I've ever made a song.
Yeah,
I love it the same. So,
I love that. That's what. That's kind of what happened to me. So from there, what kind of struggles or things? You guys got a laptop, and then what direction did you go?
Well, I ended up moving, so I couldn't get down to him to make the same music. So I started making music on my phone, and then I think that's when I kind of came into my own. That's when I started calling myself Mxrtian. I was maybe 15 at the time when this started, and made my first album at that age. And it's probably horrible. It's horrible music.
That's how.
But I kind of started coming into my own. It was amazing at the time.
It was amazing
it was the best thing I ever made at
You're
the time.
It's good. Yeah.
But now looking back, because I was rapping, and for some reason I wasn't writing, so I would freestyle all the time. So everything kind of sounded the same.
Right.
So not until I was maybe 16 or 17 did I start really, really writing and
get into the songwriting part.
Yeah, because I had the creative thoughts in my mind, but I didn't know how to put them out.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to put it on to one thing.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of all over the place. I was scattered. But once I started writing, I feel like that's when I started realizing I may be a little more talented than what I was giving myself credit for. So that really changed my outlook on music.
Yeah. And at that time too, you were also in school, right? Were you in school or?
Yeah, at that time I was in school. I think I had dropped out a year later.
Okay.
And it wasn't even to like chase music. I just never was like a school I like music is always the only thing
Yeah.
in my mind. So it was always so hard to focus because I'd be thinking of songs I like or a song idea I have, an album idea, a concept. So I would just be all over the place all day, full of energy, just like music.
It's what kept you going.
Yeah,
right.
like it's the only thing.
It's
that
a
kept me
passion, and I
going.
tell people that a lot. Like, with my story and everything, like if you don't have a passion for it, it's something that it's not something that it's not something to do. And only
Yeah.
because like if you don't have if you're in it just like, oh, I'm gonna make all this money and I'm gonna be
Yeah,
famous and
I
this is
hate
gonna
that.
happen, you're
Yeah.
gonna actually probably give up pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's a literal burning passion.
Yeah,
that
it
you
is.
can't-
I feel like if it wasn't a passion, I don't think I would have done it for 15 years now. Like I'm just now starting to see a little bit of success from my music, and people are starting to like just small things. Like people are being like, "Oh, you're a really good songwriter," or "I like your songs." Like,
You are.
Thank you. I appreciate
are.
that.
I
It
do like
means
your
a
song.
lot
Yeah.
because like I feel like sometimes I'm a little bit like a lunatic when I'm like coming up with these ideas or like my creative process is horrible. I'm
What
all
is
over
it?
the place. I'm
It's all
scattered.
it's not like, oh, I gotta do this and gotta do this.
Yeah,
Like
it's
there's not
like-
a certain formula. You just
yeah,
every song
I'll
is
plan
different.
an album. I'll come up with an idea and a concept. It's just the process of making the album. It's so all over the place. Because in the studio, I'm like, no, I want to do this, or I want to change it to that. Or I want to change it to that. Thankfully, the studio I go to was a close friend of mine. His name is Tanner Kelly. He plays guitar on the songs that
I was wondering,
that I
yeah.
do. So he's kind of like my balance to be like, we should do it this way. Like he'll tone it down and bring me back, and then I'll realize, okay, yeah, I need to calm down and do it like this because or sometimes I'll just be like, just scrap everything. I hate it all. It's horrible. Like it's.
And then sometimes though, when you hate it all, it's like, do you go back to it maybe in a couple years and you're like, wait, this song's
Yes.
actually really good.
The whole reason I started doing rock music was a scrapped idea that I had in like 2020 in the pandemic. Was just in my room writing. And I was like, I want to make a rock album. And I wrote it and recorded it on my phone. And I was like, this is horrible. Like, I hate this so much. And then 2023, I linked up with my friend Tanner, like I said, and we did the rock album. And then now it's my most successful like thing. Like the rock music is what I'm known for, I think now. Like people really don't want to hear me rap too much these days. They're kind of just like, we want the rock music. That's what you're best at. That's what we want.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a scrapped idea that I was never going to do until he was like, no, I think you should. I think we just could fix it up a little bit, clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely love I was listening to some of your, what was it, the party one?
Yeah. The
Part
Drop
one.
Today.
It was like party
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was the party. And then what's the other one called? The part two, the one with like ghosts and everything on it.
Twisted Love too.
Twisted
Yeah.
Love 2. So is that like is the one, there's
Yeah.
a one also?
Twisted Love 1 was the first rock album. That was the scrap
Okay, I got
project
it.
that
Okay.
we ended up doing. Twisted Love 2. I mean, when I came up with the idea, I wanted to do a trilogy, but I wasn't confident in the first one doing good. Then the first one did well. Then we dropped the second one. The second one did even better. So now, yeah, I'm working on the third one now. And I want it to come out next year on my birthday, which is April 5th. So,
What's that, an Aries?
yes.
Okay.
I am in Aries.
Yeah, Aries. I'm a Leo. So we're like,
Okay.
we're kind of similar.
Okay,
From
yeah.
what I hear.
I don't really know too much
Very
either.
fiery. Very fiery.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
too much, but I know that I think that Leos are better. No, I'm playing. Last time I saw you perform here at Final Score a couple weeks ago, and there was the one song that really kind of like triggered me. It was about your parents.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't know if you want to go into any of that or go into that song. What's it called?
It's called Mother and Father.
It's literally called that.
It's literally called Mother and Father.
Yeah.
So it's like clear because there's a story to Twisted Love where there's like a fictional character that I made up, this guy. But I think that's the only song where I kind of was like, this is an excuse for me to speak on something personal that I
Yeah.
never really speak on in my music.
Yeah.
So that was like, an escape right there to
Yeah.
speak on that.
And so do you feel like, so from that song, like, I feel like there is a lot going on. And do you feel
Yeah.
like a lot of with music and everything and why you like is it a lot that has to do with your childhood and different things
Oh yeah, for
that
sure. Yeah.
kind of made you turn to music?
Yeah, I think music was always like my therapist or my way of talking because I was never really like good with words. I would always just react. I would get angry or I would lash out. But music was the only way I can be like, this is how I feel, and somebody can be like, oh, okay, now I get it. So it helped me a lot, even to this day. Like if I'm having a rough time, I just start writing music, and I feel better because I feel like I can just get that out.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'll just write it and never put it out because I'm like, I don't know. But this time, I was like, you know what? I want to actually show like this side of me a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean I connected with that one. I was like, damn, that's a good song.
Yeah, I love that song. When I first dropped it,
one
I
of my
couldn't
main
listen to
reasons
it.
for being so obsessed with music is also like my childhood, and that's when it all started. Was I didn't really have it, so I grew up in the '90s. Well, I was a teenager in the '90s, and I got my first guitar when I in like 1994, and I was a huge Nirvana fan and all that, and
Okay.
all the stuff that happened in the '90s. And it was exactly the same reason. It was the only thing that I could just like go to and talk to
Yeah,
and like like it'd be okay. And then
Yeah.
like now I'm 44 and I've like clearly got obsessed with it.
yeah,
And I just kept it going. And then I also at this point too is just like, like meeting people like you is like so inspirational and so cool because we're all here and we're all going through the same things and music is a universal language where you can communicate with people in ways that you would never communicate.
yeah.
You know?
I think if it wasn't for music, I feel like me and my dad never really had a type of relationship where we can sit down and like talk about our feelings because he's like an old school dad. You
Yeah.
know, he don't sit down and tell me how he feel. But when he started hearing these songs, it kind of opened us up more to just sit down and have a man-to-man conversation. So
That's
like,
cool.
yeah, music
So
has helped me
it's
out in
almost
so
like your
many
music
ways.
helped him.
Yeah.
Your music almost helped him grow then.
Yeah, like yeah,
Well, that's
'cause
awesome.
he didn't. I don't even think he realized like how in depth I can get with like writing because for the most part, when I was growing up, when he would hear me rap, it would just be nonsense, like bragging
Oh,
about
yeah.
money that I don't
Yeah.
have and women I'm
The
not
way you did.
dating. Like I'm a teenager. This is all I was doing, and he would be like, "I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like this. I don't like that." But then he finally started being like, "Hold on, that was good. This was good." And then yeah, now he's like my biggest fan. Like I can't get him to stop putting my music on.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I was listening to I told you the party album, whatever that was. I forget what that was.
Yes.
And then the other one, The Rock. So the party one came out before.
No, that actually came out today. The Party and Vibes.
That just came out today?
That came out today, actually. Yes.
No way.
It's a 3-part series that I'm doing.
Because I was driving here
Yeah.
and I'm like, let me put on some of this.
Yeah.
So that just came out today?
Yeah,
Oh.
that came out today.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that was, I guess that's more R&B-ish, I would say.
Yeah, no, it is. It
Yeah.
has another vibe from
So, yeah, I think I
Well, it's a
want to
party
try
vibe,
something
like-
in every genre. So I have rap, I have R&B, I have rock. I want to do country. That kind of scares me to try it, but I'm eventually going to try to do a country album.
Yeah. But there's plenty of I feel like it's kind of like R&B, hip hop, rock and I feel like it's all and country is what we're getting at has been kind of combining in the last
Yes,
few
it has.
years
I feel
and
like
there is a vibe
yeah,
because
country and rap
isn't country
definitely
like
are, like-
1975 country.
not at all.
I
Like
never- I
country and
was-
rap are like combining now.
Yeah, I was
And it's got
never
a
like a
little
fan of
R&B to
the
it.
twang and the whatever
Yeah,
they used
really
to talk about.
not really.
And that's
neither.
fine if people want to hear
Yeah,
it, but now it's like collaborating the two together.
Yeah, it's like they're like intertwined.
You'll be
now.
able to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so.
No, you'll be able to do it. I have faith. And then so you said your buddy has a studio because your production's really nice too.
Yeah, that's all him. Tanner Kelly, New Cut Recordings. I go there and that's all him. I don't know anything about engineering or anything.
And so now is he making the beats at this point or what's happening with that?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them, no. Sometimes I just like buy a beat.
Yeah.
But sometimes he does. Every solo that is on any of my albums, that's only him. That's like his spot now. Like I would feel wrong.
All the guitar parts. you're
Yeah,
talking
I would
about,
feel
right?
wrong
Yeah.
having somebody else play a solo on my.
Is there
on my
live
album.
drums on that? On the
Some
on
of
that
them,
too?
yeah. On some of them, they are. But yeah, it's all Tanner. I wish I knew something about engineering. He tries to tell me. I'm so lost. I don't know what he's talking about. I just tell him, hey, I want it to sound like this, and then he'll do it. Like he
Yeah.
understands what I mean.
And it could be a good thing that you're lost, because I also engineer and I'm also an artist. And it's like when you are artist and technical, sometimes you lose the artist
Yeah.
because you're so focused on the technical.
Yeah, I
so
feel
if you're
like that's
sitting there and you're
what happened
like,
with him.
it's good to like know how to push record, I think, for an artist.
Yeah.
So you can get your ideas down like in the moment. But if you start like tweaking and this, now you're like went into another world. Your brain gets exhausted, and the
Yeah.
creativity doesn't flow the same. And
Yeah.
that's why sometimes I think like, because I wear a lot of hats, and I think sometimes that's hurt me through my life because of all the hats I wear.
Yeah,
You
I get
know?
what you're saying. I feel like that's happened with him because in high school, all he would talk about was guitar. But he was engineering for so long. And when I was like, do you want to put a solo on the album? He was like, a solo? And I'm like, yeah, bro, you do play guitar. Like, he's really good at guitar. But I feel like he hasn't really been picking the guitar up as much in the last few years. So I think it was good for him to kind of get back into playing
Could
guitar
reawaken
again.
like
Yeah.
something.
Because he was only just engineer morning to night. Everybody who comes in, he was just only in engineer mode. So I think I kind of brought the artist back out of him just a
Yeah,
little
that,
bit.
That happens.
Yeah, just a little bit though. Like he
And
still is
it might
engineering
be
a lot.
like I've said this in another podcast that I've done is like sometimes people don't put enough faith in themselves. Like I feel like that's how I'm really a technical person, and I did win a Grammy like engineering back in 2010, and it is nice to be reawakened. So that's
Yeah.
good that you did that for him.
Yeah, because he did the same for me. When I made that rock album, I think I was at the end of just music because I was just, when I turned 20, I started realizing, am I getting too old? Or just a bunch of stupid stuff. I was just in my head.
Yeah.
Do I have to give it up? Because it was just consistently dropping music, getting like 6 views, 3 views. So I was just like, I'm wasting my time now. Because I think I kind of felt entitled. That I was like, at that time it was 10 years. I'm like, I did this for 10 years and I still have nothing to show.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to do this rock album. And if it don't work, then I'm done. It's my last shot. Just doing something I want to do.
You'll
And
never
then-
be done.
Yeah.
You'll
I
never
know-
be done if you have the
yeah.
passion.
I know I'll never
if
be
you
done.
have the burning passion, but
Yeah.
there's hiatuses that happen, and there's like crazy stuff that can
I've
happen.
been through them. It's been so many times where I call up my friends, I call up my cousins, and I'm like, I'm quitting. I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm over it. And then 4 days later, I'm like in the studio, like working. Like I can't give it up.
It's madness.
an addiction. I can't.
do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I even do it with like, the meetup and all these different things and DJing because I DJ full time, and I'm like done.
Yeah.
It's like, where am I going?
Yeah. I've
Absolutely
definitely been there.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, what
it
am I
just feels
gonna
like I'm
do?
just sitting in one spot, just wasting my
But
time.
then all of a sudden, something just like happens, and like this energy will come back in and inspire, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, let's go.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. The main reason now I know that I can never quit. That same friend that I started with when I was 10, he passed away. So
Oh, see that?
like
yeah.
he brought me into it, and that was his dream and mine. So now I feel like I have to do this for the both of us because I feel like he's always still with me. So
Yeah. And
the
that
day
gives
that I
you-
do
that
make it,
gives
it's
you
gonna
energy.
feel so fulfilling to like be like, hey, we did it, bro. Because I wouldn't have been here without him.
Yeah.
I would have never had the confidence to make a song if he wasn't like, no, just do it, just try it, just come on, like begging me. And now I'm hooked, and I've been hooked since.
Yeah.
So I can't stop now.
Yeah. I had this kid I worked with. Let's see, I was probably like 35 at that point, and I was functioning more like an indie label. And we put out one EP. We were on a second EP, and this was 2018, a day before his 21st birthday. He died, and that like really, we used to get together every Monday. I think that's why these Mondays are like,
Yeah.
as much as I want to throw them in a bag, like it's like,
yeah, you're just like, you can.
you know
now.
what, like. And so many good things have happened, on Mondays. I've met so many people, and that was always the day we would get together and work. And just like you're saying, it's like, I don't know what's real, what's not real, but you'll just feel like there's signs.
Yeah.
And when you're feeling at those low, low points, all of a sudden out of nowhere, like getting goosebumps, all of a sudden out of nowhere, you're like ready to go.
Yeah.
And then you probably thinking about that person. Like I'll think about this person I'm talking about, and I'm like, let's fucking do this, bro.
Yeah. That's literally like all today. He's the only thing that I've been thinking about because it's been 15 years since we made that first song. So like the first song I'm doing tonight in my performance is like a tribute to him.
I love that.
Like, so yeah, I can never just not.
Last time when you're here, the one song I did, Kisses to the Sky, it's a remix of the song that I did for the person I'm talking about.
They're just like always attached to us. Like, and you get reminded of it in a weird way. Like sometimes it's not even with music, but it'll bring you back to the music and you'll be like, yeah, I have to. Like, I have to.
And that's what I like. Since we're on the topic, like when people pass away, it's super sad. But then it's like I feel like while I'm here, I gained another angel to help me get through.
Yeah.
And I know how much, like a lot of people have passed, like how much they believed in me, and then it's just like, well, I'm lucky now because at least I have another angel that can like guide me through this bullshit.
Yeah.
You know,
that's how I feel. I mean, because me and him, I mean, we were two boys. You know how boys can get. We would talk crazy to each other.
When
all
did he
the
pass
time.
away?
In 2020.
Oh, okay.
So we would like almost bully each other just to pull something out. So now it's just like, I don't know, because the first time I made a song with him was the first time I ever did something, and then he complimented that something instead of being like, "Nah, that's trash. You're trash." Or we did that to each other about everything, games, football.
Yeah,
like,
just busting
just
on
be
each
like,
other.
"No, you're trash." But he was like, "You're actually good at this, bro." And I was like, "Really?" And so I can't give up just because of him.
Wait, so was he doing like was he rapping too or?
Yes, he was rapping.
Okay.
We were both rapping. We were in a group. Yeah, it was me, him, and another one of our friends. But then the third friend, he wasn't really like a music guy. He was just always hanging with us. So we was like, bro, just come do it with us. But me and him, we were always super locked in, super competitive. Anytime we hit an achievement, we show the other one. And now I'd be like, I got to do
Keep
it
you
now.
going.
Yeah, so like, yeah.
Level up.
Now I feel like he's still with me. Like if I do something, I know if he was here, he would be like, I'm going to do that too. And I'm going to do it better. And then that's what we would always do with each other. So yeah.
I love that. So you have this album coming out October 1st. Do you want to like what's that one? What's the name of the album?
That's more R&B. It's actually going to be the third part of the first part today.
Okay.
So yeah, that one is called Love and Hate. It's a whole R&B series. Part one is the Party and Vibes, you know. Party and Vibes is self-explanatory. Part two is going to dip more into the emotional part of the relationships. And then part three is going to be, you know, when you first find that person and then when you never want to talk to that person again. That's really going to be part three. With my R&B, I don't put as much story into it as I do with my rock music. My rock music is like, I basically have a script, I feel like, to the rock albums. Like, it's a whole story that, like, I do, and I hope people catch on to it. And, like, nobody ever does. They just kind of, like, vibe with the songs.
What they don't catch on to, and you said you
like
rock?
any part of the story, they don't really know what's going on too much. People have ideas.
Well, and that's kind of good because you know, then it sounds like maybe your songwriting is kind of open ended, so the listener can actually apply. It might not be your exact story, but they are creating a story through your words.
Yeah, because
like
I've had people contact me and been like, I think this is what it's about, and I'll be like, you're close, but. No, I've had people completely not know anything because it's called Twisted Love, so people just think it's a straight cut love story about like a guy getting his heart broken. But it's so much like worse than that. It's like pretty dark, honestly. Like it's kind of crazy that I've been dropping this like dark music, I guess, and people are just like, "Oh, I love that song. That song is so great." And I'm like, "All right, you don't really know what this song is about, I guess." But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, people. I mean. Yeah, I listened to some of it, and I mean, of course, because I heard Ghost last time. Ghost really stands out. It's literally been in my head for 3 days. I don't know if it's because I put it on the promo in the beginning of the week or whatever, and my DJ name is Boo Boo. So, so literally, I had to go to Colorado this weekend for my sister's wedding, and like woke up even this morning. I am a ghost. I have no face. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I was like,
I love
cannot
Ghost.
get
That was
this
the first song we made for the
Like, you
second
better
album.
perform that.
Yeah, I love Ghost. So yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. But yeah, the Twisted Love series. I love the albums now. Like I'm so attached to them now. It's great. I can't wait for the third one to come out and wrap this story up, because now it's kind of like people are like, all right, we've had Twisted Love 2 for 7 months now. We need the Twisted
Yeah.
Love 2.
And then
I'm
what
like,
are
give
your
me time.
plans? Do you go out and perform like where you're at, or
Honestly,
how do you promote? How do you
it's-
promote? Do you promote yourself, or you're
Yeah,
just
I
kind
try
of like
to.
taking it day by day and seeing what happens?
A little bit of both. I try to promote, but a lot of the time, and I get yelled at it about it by my friends. My best friend, she always tells me, like, you need to promote, you're too good. And I'd be like, okay. I never was like the social media guy. I just kind of post my pictures or be like, hey, new song Friday, and then just leave. I'm always
Yeah.
too focused on the music. Now I'm trying to promote more because now I feel like I'm gaining fans, and people are like, there's a little bit of a demand for my music. So now I feel like I have to promote and engage more.
Yeah.
So I've
And
been
it's
doing
hard.
that.
It's hard to
Performances,
figure. Sometimes that's hard to figure out for artists.
yeah.
And that's why there is people that you can put in place, like a manager or a booking agent, social media. But then also, like, we're all broke, So like,
Yeah.
what do we do?
Yeah, because
I don't
I've
know.
had
Like,
I've
what
had
do we do?
managers contact me, and I'll be like, "Whoa, I don't have nearly enough of what you're asking for
Right.
to manage me, so I'm okay. Like I'll wait
And
until
that's good,
till the
yeah.
money
You wanna
starts
be
coming
careful.
in. Yeah, because I've had a couple decent paychecks from music, but it's not consistent at all. It's like this album or this song would do really good, and then this song won't. So it'd be like $6 off this song, and then however much off the good song. So I'm not looking for a manager yet, unless it's reasonable, like for my budget.
And if
But,
they can
yeah.
do something for you,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
thing. You
that
can't
is
just
the
take Joe
thing.
Schmo off the street and be like,
Yeah,
you get 15%. 50% of what, Joe Schmo?
because that's how they are.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
they'll
they got to get
DM
you
me,
out
and-
there.
Yeah, they'll DM me. Oh, you do this and I'll do that.
I mean, who
and-
knows what's going on with social media?
And I'll be
literally.
like, I'm okay. I'm good. Like I'm good doing what I'm doing. Like my fans, for the most part, is on Snapchat. So
That's
I kind of engage with them through there and tell them, hey, new songs coming out. They'll throw me in group chats and like want me to talk to their friends too. Like, hey, talk to Mxrtian. This is the guy I told you about. Like they're like promoting for me. Like they're the best
and that's
managers
actually
that I
as
have,
as like
honestly.
in business, that is the best like advertisement you can get. Like
Yeah.
if you can have people do word of mouth,
Yeah, 'cause
that means
that's-
you're doing something right.
Yeah, I,
like if
I
you don't
genuinely feel like that's why, because I have 100 followers on Instagram, but my Snap followers I get like 100 people adding me every day.
okay.
Like it's crazy. And I know it's just
That's cool.
because they're sending my account to their friends and they're adding me in these group chats because they're just talking and they're posting my songs on their stories. Like they're talking about me.
Well,
to
then you're doing it
everybody.
right. That's how with like even DJ. And I mean, I'm not this like big time DJ or anything. It's just how I make a living. But I never ended up working with like an entertainment company to get me gigs. It was
Yeah.
literally just if you do a good job, you do a good job, and it's just literally word of mouth.
Yeah, that's what I
And
believe.
it's
yeah.
like then 5 years later, I'm just completely insane with gigs, and I'm like. I mean, I do have to do a lot of like my own promotions and stuff.
Yeah,
in
I
a
mean,
way.
same. Yeah, I do my own promotion too, but for the most part, I think it's just my fans just telling everybody like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you got to listen to this new song or this new album." And I think because I haven't really said what Twisted Love is about, it's like driving people crazy. So they're like theories and stuff, and they're hitting up other people.
And
You
it
gotta
might be
listen
good to
these
never
two
tell them,
albums.
like I said, because then the listener can make that song for their own.
But it's
and-
crazy because like if they actually pay attention, I've told them several times, like just straight up posted on my story, hey, it's about this, this, and that. And they'll be like, what? And then go with their own theories because my theory don't match. But it's like out of my brain. So like I know what the album is about. I made it. But they don't, they're like, no, there's no way. There's no way I've been listening to it for this long and that's what it's about. So yeah, it's crazy.
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
I've been asking this last question. Do you have anything else actually with the album or
No?
any of your other music or anything? And you already answered this, so you can repeat your answer if you want to.
Okay.
How is music your hero?
Well, yeah, it's my therapist. Like I said, and I don't want to sound too dramatic or too dark, but I don't think I would be sitting here right now if it weren't for music. I mean, I feel like
I'm with
at
you.
my lowest point, the music was the only thing that I can lean on.
Yeah.
So I'll forever lean on music. When I get to that point, if I feel like I'm going to get to that point, like I need it. I feel like I need music the same way I need like oxygen.
Yeah.
Like it's that deep to me.
Yeah.
Like I love it way too much to ever stop doing it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. That's exactly how I feel, actually.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you
Okay.
so much for traveling all these hours
Thank
through
you
rush
for
hour
having
on
me.
a Monday.
Thank you for
And
having
we
me.
are going to get this stage ready so you can do your performance.
Okay.
All right,
sounds
cool.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.